After reviewing hundreds of earbuds, we generally get the question from a lot of people, which earbuds should I buy? So today, we'll try to answer that.
Namaste, we are DHRME, Desi Hire, recommending music equipment.
That's us.
Let's recommend some.
We're looking at 4 different types of wireless earbuds here for different budgets. Number 1, in-ear buds with silicone tips that plug up your ears.
Number 2, semi-open earbuds that don't have those silicone tips.
Number 3, hook-style open earbuds that hook around your ears, letting your ears breathe a bit more.
And number 4, clip-style open earbuds that clip around your ear or your helix.
Alright, in-ears, what's our premium pick in this category? The Jabra Elite 10 Gen 2. We love it for the great comfort because they come with oval silicone tips. The waterproofing is on point. They've got button controls, which we're a big fan of. We call ourselves buttonophiles. The ANC is on tier S, which is the highest tier we give earbuds, guys. And the transparency mode is 1 tier lower at tier A. There's also a feature-rich app. They work with both Apple and Android, so it doesn't matter which ecosystem you're in. And then there are a couple of things which are decent, like calls, the sound quality, and battery life. And a nice added bonus is that the charging case can act as an audio transmission device. What does that mean? You can hook this up into onboard in-flight entertainment systems and use your earbuds. Or you can just do that with your TV as well.
Yeah. And don't come with your pitchforks just yet. We know there are so many other buds out there. This is the one that we chose that fits our situation better. But there are a ton of other contenders, starting with the Sennheiser Momentum 4, which sound great, have a good app, have all the smarts, and they perform well on a number of fronts. You can check out a full review for the details. And I would say Technique's AZ80 just narrowly missed being our favorite buds over here. It also doesn't have any ecosystem lock-in. So like Sennheiser, like Jabra, not ecosystem dependent. And the Techniques does something special. It can connect to 3 devices at the same time. So 2 phones and a laptop, and you can switch on the fly. No other buds that we've seen do that. So we talked about non-locked-in systems. Let's talk about the locked-in systems as well. You have the AirPods Pro 2. If you're an Apple user, primarily an Apple user, still great buds on many fronts. And similarly on the Samsung side, the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, if you have exclusively Samsung devices, great buds, sound great, comfortable, great controls, great ANC, great transparency. The Google Pixel Buds Pro 2, luckily you can use across ecosystems, and these are some of the most comfortable buds we have ever used. I don't know how Google did it, but they are fantastically comfortable and they fit securely. Now, there are many others that we did not include, and many of you guys will come shouting that there's no Bose on this list, but the Bose QC Ultra, which is their premium offering, had way too many connection issues for us. So that's why it's not on this list, but they're great buds when they work well, yeah. But that's a big win.
Hey, do you hear that? People are asking, what about the Sony XM5?
Well, the Sony WF-1000 XM5, also very good buds. Again, for us, it did not fit. Like if the Jabra was 10 on comfort, the Sony would be a 3 or something. Yeah. So if something doesn't fit you, no matter how good those buds are, you can't unfortunately recommend them. No. But those are pretty solid buds if they fit you.
All right, then we move into a smaller budget category, not the smallest, but the mid-range. And our pick here goes out to the Earfun Air Pro 4. So it has multiple high-res codecs. It's insane how many they have. There's a great selection of tips because they include 5 sizes in the box. The ANC is tier A as well as the transparency. So you're getting a good set for noise cancelling and transparency. There are a couple of things that are decent, like call quality, the battery life, and the touch controls. And those controls are touch controls. They were responsive in our testing, and you can customize them in the app, which is definitely a good app. We didn't have any issues with that app, and it's been pretty stable in our experience.
Yeah.
What are some contenders?
Yeah, there's a bunch of contenders. I'm sure we're going to miss some, but here goes nothing. The Realme Buds Air 6 Pro.
Wow, you remember that one pretty well.
No, it's on the teleprompter. I can read it. Really good buds. Again, we've done a comparison, check the details out. The Liberty 4 Pro that just came out from SoundCore, we rate them very highly. Very impressive on many fronts. The OnePlus Buds Pro 3, the Nothing Ear, the 2024 version, and the LinkBuds S, which is a blast from the past, a really old one. The new LinkBuds Fit isn't quite my speed, but I love the LinkBuds S still. And another blast from the past is the Huawei FreeBuds Pro 3. These are so underrated, and they did so many things before Apple did them, like swipe control, etc. Yeah. I love the Huawei FreeBuds Pro 3.
Especially for calls, right? So When people come to us for calls,
yeah,
that's the one we...
The first thing that comes to my mind is Huawei when you talk calls. And I think there's another one coming up.
Some insane engineering going on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And there's another one coming up in another list, but
yes.
Let's carry on.
Okay, we've come to the bottom of the barrel. Not in terms of quality, in terms of budget. So we would pick the QCY Mellowbuds Pro, probably a brand that not too many people have heard of maybe, but we were impressed. Very feature rich, and it does a lot of the basics well, and they sound pretty damn good. So we couldn't fault it for all too much.
Yeah.
At $50.
Insane. And I've seen people commenting they got it for 30. That is like amazing value.
Yeah.
And speaking of 30 and cheap buds, there's also the Earfun Air 2 NC, which we really, really like. And the cheapest on this list, I guess, is the Moondrop Space Travel at $25 brand new when it was released. I don't know what the price is right now. Must be around that price. It's a complete no regret buy because Moondrop knows sound. They might not know microphone quality, they might not know user experience, but they do know sound. And these buds, if you just want something basic that sounds good at a really low cost, can't recommend them enough.
$25. Then we move on to semi-in-ears. So these are the ones without the silicone tips that still sit at the entrance of your ear canal. What's our premium pick here? The AirPods 4 ANC. There are two models. There's the AirPods 4 without ANC and there's AirPods 4 with. We love the one with ANC because it actually has ANC. Now this is a product category that isn't easy to do, right? For ANC. A lot of buds will advertise it, but they will not actually have it. But here you definitely get ANC, and we slotted it at tier B. And they've also got the best calls we've ever used. So Huawei is kind of a ecosystem agnostic recommendation for calls, but if you're in the Apple ecosystem, you really cannot go wrong with the AirPods 4. In noisy, in windy, no issues.
So the contenders, the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3, great pick if you're in the Samsung ecosystem, sound good, all the Samsung features, but if you want something device agnostic, the JBL Live Flex 3 with that smart case and a touchscreen and almost an app on the case, but don't spend too much on semi-in-ear. Don't do that.
No. And one thing to mention with semi-in-ears is just that they don't fit me. So there's nothing that I'm picking here. All right. So then moving on to the budget pick. Here, it goes out to the Moondrop Block. How much do these things cost?
Dirt cheap.
Okay, that is a positive. And like Ron already said, right, Moondrop gets one thing right, and that is sound. And that is no different here. And that's kind of it, guys. There's not much else to say.
No. All right, let's go from semi-in-ears to open ear hook style buds, which have a hook around your ear and have a speaker driver close to your ear hole, but not touching your ear hole. So that's what makes this special and comfortable, and you're also aware of surroundings. But our pick in the premium category would be the OneOdio Open Rock X. And there's a couple of reasons for that. I think they're amazing sounding for this form factor. They look really cool. Very thin ear hooks, so you can use them with glasses. You have buttons, which you can use to control even if you have gloves on or wet hands or whatever. And they have that aluminum stylish case, which is not very pocketable, but looks great and is solid. Of course, we would be remiss if we didn't mention this video sponsor Shokz and their awesome open fit hook style earbuds. Again, same kind of idea, but they have really thin ear hooks, very comfortable, very compact case, some of the most compact cases in the business, and it's Shokz, so you know what you're getting.
All right, then we move to the mid-range pick. That would be the SoundCore Aero Fit 2. Now, these don't have buttons, but they do have pretty good touch controls. And the ear hook is also somewhat adjustable to get you that good fit. Even the charging case has wireless charging. There's a bunch of features. The app is feature rich. So a great pick here under $100. But we would also pick this video sponsor again because they make one in this price category. That is the Shokz Open Fit Air. They're not all too different from the Open Fit, but we've made a video comparing the two. So check that out. And now we go on to the
budget pick, which is the Basis Eli Sport 1. I really like the sound of these earbuds for this price. It has kind of a fun case, with those lights, and they fit really well and decent battery life. Not much to fault at this price point. I mean, of course, there's pros and cons. So again, check out the full review if you want. But our budget pick would be the Basis Eli Sport 1. That was not the only contender.
No, there are a few more here, guys. So one of them, and that's what we picked in our best hook style open earbuds video, is the Soundpeats Go Free 2.
You picked it.
Yeah, I picked it. That's true. These buds are still lying in my car and they're my go-to just because of how comfortable they are. The battery life is good, decent calls, right? So it has a lot going for it. Touch controls are reliable. But that's not the only one. We would also recommend the SoundCore V20i, especially if you like to go for a little bit of designer-looking earbuds. They have this like shiny pebble, Knight Rider-ish look with LEDs flashing and things like that. The ear hooks are also adjustable, all of that. So yeah, you can't go wrong with that either.
Yeah. And now that we're done with that, let's go on to the fourth type of earbud. We call them clip-style earbuds. And essentially, we don't have any mid-ranges here, so we have a premium and a budget. The premium for me is the Huawei Free Clip. And these are not new, but these are fantastic. They're just like, I love this product. I don't know why, but I really love this product. Comfortable, great calls, sound great for the form factor, amazing controls, the app works.
Wireless charging.
I mean, there's absolutely nothing to fault for this form factor. I don't expect fantastic sound in this form factor, but the Huawei delivers, and very impressed. Yeah. And of course, there's an expensive contender, another one from a big brand.
Yeah, but it's not very ultra. It's not an ultra pick.
No.
That's for sure. Save your money, guys. Just don't go there. Okay. Where you should go, though, is to the budget pick, and that is the Tozo Open Earring. They should have called it the hearing, but gemiste kans, as they would say in Dutch.
It's quite a look, huh?
It is, yeah. At $50, Tozo is obviously going to be cutting a few corners here, guys, but these sound great and they get loud.
Yeah. And we'll do a full review of them, compare them with a couple of other clip style buds, but that's what we have in our clip style segment. We have a couple more buds coming in, so maybe we'll make a roundup of the best clip style buds, so stay subscribed for that. But that was our picks, and we are sure we've offended a bunch of you, so please leave comments down below. This video was sponsored by Shokz, but we are actually propelled and encouraged by you guys and your support as well. So thank you so much for liking, subscribing, watching, sharing, and becoming our members and patrons. We have 4 tiers of members and patrons, like 4 types of buds.
Yep.
The popsicle tier, the icicle tier, these beautiful people on the tested tier, and
a special shout out to our highest tier, the Fuckman tier. And that would be Gamma Panda and Paula. Thank you both very, very much. You've been seeing our picks in the open.
We've been DH, Army, Dewey.
Dewey.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Key, how we leave it.